So yesterday we finally got the official announcement from Nvidia on their new RTX 4000 series graphics cards, and today we're looking at the different partner cards. So what you can see behind me is the Zotac, I believe. So this is what their partner card will look like. There were actually a few pictures of this that leaked before the official Nvidia event. So this is sort of their marketing showcase video that you can see behind me. I'm quite a fan of their design. So you can see it's quite a beefy card. It's a 4 slot by the looks of it. But yeah, we're going to move on to the actual lineup now. So we have the Geforce 4090 Amp Extreme Aero. I don't really know how they want us to say that, but that's the one that you saw in the video. So it's got a lot of RGB. Then they got the Trinity OC, which is a bit. I suppose the specs are the same. The boost is probably not the same exactly, but the RGB is definitely toned down a bit. It's not so sort of eye-catching. We can actually look at the specs right now, apparently. So this one's specs, the one in the video. Oh, let's just go to the bottom. Nope, there's no specs. Okay, so this one has a boost of 2580. Everything else is sort of the same. They're recommending a 1000 watt PSU with this graphics card. Then the Trinity OC, which is sort of the one that's a bit lower, goes from 2580. This one, the Trinity OC, has 2535. Now, if you look back at the actual Nvidia official specs, you will see that their boost clock is 2.52. So already these ones are looking a little bit higher. They're overclocked a little bit, but that's to be expected with these partner cards. So that's the Zotac. The information is pretty good on their site, but it will get better over time. There's actually one more SKU which I don't have a picture of. I suppose it's the same as the Trinity OC, and that's just the regular Trinity. So this one specs has 2.5. So this one's the same as the Founders Edition in terms of boost. Obviously CUDA cores, video memory bus, that sort of stuff doesn't change on the partner cards. They normally play around with the boost clock to give themselves a couple more frames. So that's Zotac out of the way. The next up is MSI. So if you go onto their site, you'll see this is what you're met with. Sort of quite a few interesting looking cards here. We've got even a water cooled option. Now they don't really have much info on these, but you can see the water cooled one, sort of the top of the range, is called the Supreme Liquid Advanced Hybrid Cooling. Then you got the Supreme, which is it's a very popular SKU from MSI. Then we got the MSI Gaming and the MSI Ventus. So those are the MSI cards. Let's just see if we can see any specs on these. So if you click on these, no, they don't really give you any specs. So that's MSI. MSI hasn't really got much more on their sites. They obviously talk about their Afterburner software, which everybody loves. But yeah, that's MSI. So they're looking pretty good. Then, sort of not so popular, but also definitely worth talking about, is the Pny cards. Now these ones are generally, they sort of stick to the Founders Edition specs. They don't really tend to overclock these when they get hold of the chips. So you can see here the boost speed is 2520 megahertz, which is the same as the Founders Edition. So these will probably be closer to MSRP than the likes of Zotac and MSI, and certainly ROG, which we'll talk about soon. But yeah, that is Pny. Then sort of almost on the same ballpark as Pny is Palit. They got the very, very popular Game Rock edition, which is very glitzy and full of bling. I'm personally not a fan of it, but a lot of people are. Then they have the Gaming Pro, which I don't really recall seeing on the 30 series or 3000 series RTX. Pop a comment in the chat if this was the thing before. I'm not really sure. And while you're there, please like and subscribe the video. It really helps. Then moving on to Inno3D, they don't really have any information as such, but they do have this sort of banner here. Sorry, not that banner. This one of these over here. So it's sort of just that. So you got the iChill X3 that keeps flicking away. You got the iChill X3 again. I suppose that's the only one they have. Oh, they got the iChill Black, which is a water-cooled card. And let's see if we can actually click into it. There's not much to look at over here, but yeah, they're apparently gonna have some water-cooled options, so that's something to sort of keep a lookout for. So moving on to KFA2, which I'm not really familiar with. I'm not really sure how big they are, but yeah, this is the one on their website, which looks quite interesting. And then moving on to one of the premium cards, so, or let's say partners for Nvidia is Gigabyte Aorus. So what you can see that here is their WindForce, which is quite a good looking card, if I may say so. So you got the WindForce. It's all its sort of features. So it's got RGB on the fans. It's actually got an LCD screen, so I don't know if I can zoom this in. They've actually got an LCD screen on the side of the card, which is very interesting, and this is definitely going to push the price up way past MSRP, way past the Founders Edition cards. But yeah, it's a very good looking card, you can't deny that. What else do they have to show on this site? Sort of a strange but fancy, almost too fancy scrolling type of sites. I suppose over here you can see all the different LCD or RGB options, which is quite interesting if you're into that type of thing. But yeah, it's also a 4-slot card. There you go. So you've got the Aorus, which is the one you just saw above, which is the sort of top of the range. That's the master. Then you got the Gaming OC, which is sort of more toned down. I suppose it's only got RGB, no LCD. Yep. And then the regular, I suppose, regular WindForce, which doesn't have RGB or the LCD. So that's sort of your options with them. Then at the time of recording, or at least at the time of preparing for this video, I didn't see any Asus ROG cards. Now we can take one more look before I cut the video. They've got the graphics cards over here, so let's maybe see if they've got anything on their site. So they don't. They still got the 3000 series over here, so I'm gonna cut it there. Yeah, you could say that the lineup is looking very interesting. But yeah, in the next couple of days, you're definitely going to see some prices starting to pop up, especially on the 4090. The 4080 will follow in a couple of weeks, I hope. But don't expect these cards to be close to MSRP, I can tell you that. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe the video if you did, and leave a comment in the comment section below, and let me know which one you're going to be picking up. So yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.